Let's get you further perspectives. We have Lieutenant General Dipendra Singh Hooda. He is the former General Officer Commanding in Chief of the Indian Army's Northern Command. Was the Northern Army Commander during the surgical strikes which were carried out in September 2016. Let me begin by asking you, sir, for the layperson, can you explain the visuals that we see in that footage?
Also, what you are seeing in the video, the ones that are shot by day, and you're seeing some people standing, around the sort of thing shed. That was the footage which was, taken the morning prior to the night that the attack, the surgical strike was launched.
Okay.
And some of what you are seeing, through, night vision device, and you can make out, the thermal cameras. Those are the footage which has been taken at night. So we did have some people already sort of inserted inside by day to sort of check out the target before the rest of the people came in.
And as someone controlling the operation in some ways, what was going through your mind, if I can ask, as you watch the operation unfold?
See, as there is always that everything should go off well. I mean, we have so many people across into Pakistan territory, and their lives are literally at stake. So there was a concern that everything should go off well. We shouldn't have any casualties. But as time passed, and we had multiple targets to be hit. So as the first and the second, third target was hit, we sort of grew in confidence that things were moving according to plan. So we kept our fingers crossed. Everybody should come back safe, and that's what happened.
Lieutenant General, these, as we understand, are rare operations. How exactly does the Army, if you can elaborate for our viewers, prepare to minimize casualties?
Yeah, so they are rare because it's not that you are launching transporter operations every day. The preparation is immense, starting from gathering of intelligence about the target. So you have to sort of get satellite imagery, some human intelligence, to get details of the target. And once that is done, then this training which is done, so you simulate sort of, the target area. And then you carry out various plans to see which one sort of works the best. So training is a huge sort of exercise for those specific targets. And then the selection, depending on what is the target you've got to hit, what sort of people you have to select and take them. So all this requires fair amount of time. And so we had been preparing almost a year and a half.
Also, let me ask you, sir, did this operation marry conventional warfare with modern technology in a way that's going to become more and more common going ahead?
Yeah, for sure. Because, I think there is no option but to adopt technology for this. And it gives you, as I say, it's a force multiplier. But it does give you, numerous benefits in terms of techniques. And so it's for sure, it's going to, I think that's the way for the future.
And lastly, the question that some people are asking is, what did the strike achieve? As a former army man, what do you think the army has achieved with this operation?
See, I think, every effect is not necessarily physical. So there are also moral effects. And we talk a lot in the army about, moral domination over the enemy. And I think that's also an important part, particularly when you are sort of facing off each other along the line of control on a daily basis. So that moral domination over the enemy that, we've been able to do this. And then, there was also a message to our own soldiers. People were asking questions that we lost 18 boys in Uri. And so what are we going to do? And so I think it was also sort of message to our own soldiers that, you lost comrades, but doesn't mean that, their lives will sort of go unavenged. So I think there were positives to it.